Now moving on, the Afghan economy is on the verge of collapse with famine and other crises looming. And in their diplomatic push to gain international support as well as assistance to avoid a humanitarian disaster, the Taliban will hold face-to-face talks with European and US envoys. The joint talks are scheduled to take place today in Qatar's Doha. The EU spokeswoman Nabila Masrali has said that the meeting would entail key discussions including free passage for people wanting to leave, access for humanitarian aid, respect for the rights of women and preventing Afghanistan from becoming a haven for terrorist groups. On concerns whether this meeting meant that the European Union was considering to recognize the Taliban, the EU spokeswoman has emphasized that the meeting allows the US and European side to address issues. Now, this is an informal exchange at the technical level. It does not constitute recognition of the interim government. That's what the EU spokesperson says. Earlier, it was the Taliban's acting foreign minister, Amir Khan Muttaqi, who had announced the meeting with EU officials. He had said, and I quote again, "We want positive relations with the whole world. We believe in balanced international relations. We believe such a balanced relationship can save Afghanistan from instability." Muttaqi said in translated remarks at an event in Qatar. Previously, it was Muttaqi who had led the Taliban's first in-person talks with the United States officials since the American pullout. The European Union has sought to give more direct support to Afghanistan. Its foreign policy chief, Josep Borrell, argued that there was a desperate need to provide more help to the country.
The humanitarian and socio-economic situation in Afghanistan is on the verge of collapse. According to the Norwegian Refugee Council, at least 1 million children are at risk of dying this winter of cold and hunger. 1 million. Unless they get the appropriated assistance. We cannot wait and see. We need to act and act quickly.
But Borrell has again insisted on behalf of the European Union that this did not mean that the EU was recognizing the Taliban government. Borrell emphasized that development and cooperation from the EU for Afghanistan is incumbent on the 5 benchmarks set by the EU as a condition for it. The benchmarks include preventing Afghanistan from being used as a base for international terrorism, respecting the rule of law and human rights, and allowing the departure of foreign citizens and at-risk Afghans. Before the Taliban takeover in August, the Afghan economy was dependent on international aid that accounted for 75% of state spending. The country is grappling with a liquidity crisis as assets remain frozen in the US and other countries, and disbursements from international organizations have been put on hold. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.